besties. I was given this beautiful gift and I thought I would open it on camera. Here we go. This was a display box, and at the store I keep this on the shelf and the contents under lock and key. So let's see if I can show it on camera well. So inside we have the cards, which are still wrapped, and I'll open them in a moment. There are 78 cards, and here is the book which comes with the set. And this is actually a recreation of a historical tarot deck, which was used by royals and recreated for modern day use, which is said to be quite accurate to the original. So there's a bit of a historical factor to it. It comes with this beautiful velvet purse. I cannot explain the silkiness of it. And inside is a wondrously soft cloth. And I'll just show you the box one more time if you are interested in getting it for yourself. It's the Golden Tarot, or the Golden Tarot, the Visconti-Sforza deck, Mary Packard. And it says the Visconti-Sforza tarot deck is one of the oldest and most complete tarot decks in existence, dating back to the mid-15th century, commissioned by Filippo Maria Visconti, Duke of Milan, and by his successor, Francesco Sforza. Many of the cards portray members of the Sforza and Visconti families in period garments, originally designed to be used to play the then popular card game of Trionfi. Over the next 3 centuries, the cards became tools of divination, which is how they are most commonly associated today, although you can use them in different ways. I certainly won't be using them for divination. I'll be using them for intuitive reads, as I do not practice magic. Included in the kit are 78 authentically recreated tarot cards, 144-page describing the history behind the cards, and instructions to use the cards to gain insights into one's life, purple satin tarot cloth, elegant storage box, velvet pouch to protect and safely store tarot cards. And the designer is Mary Packard. Quite elegant, quite beautiful, lovely design. So let's set up the cloth and we shall open my beautiful gift cards. I have to be very careful, of course. So yes, me personally, I don't do magic, but I do intuitive reads. So I don't consult spirits. I'm not having a go at anybody that does, but that's just not something that I do. So if you like to do that, that's fine. Or if you have certain abilities, like I do, and you like doing intuitive reads, well, maybe this is the deck for you. I've been eyeing it off for some time and I really just thought it was not affordable, but receiving it as a gift was certainly a pleasure. The cards are actually, my hands are massive, by the way. My hands are huge. If you can see, the back of the cards look like this, and they're embossed in gold. And I'll just give you a general show of each card. It's this one. Don't know where I can hold it, that it'll be good. They're not particularly thick. They're quite, what's the word? They're hard, but they're flexy. And they're very, very thin, but they're quite sturdy. It's a beautiful one. Quite like that. Like the pack reads, they are historical depictions regarding those real life characters in history. Just cover this bit here. It's probably not suitable for, let's turn it over, for YouTube. We'll keep it PG. Look at that. Look at the horses. Aren't they brilliant? They're quite animated. Beautiful, beautiful. Just take a minute and turn that back over. Put it out of sight, I think. There's limitations to what you can show online. Beautiful, aren't they? I'm quite a fan of classical art of different kinds, especially when the art contains some kind of historical relevance. I feel that it's quite enjoyable just to appreciate, really. Even if I never use this deck, which I will, just appreciating the art itself is quite a pleasure. And why am I making this video? Well, it's something that I would like to watch. It's kind of like when I read the books online. They're books that I like to read. I take joy from them. And if I didn't own this, I would like to see what's actually inside the pack. Oh dear. Because, you know, they don't always show all of the cards, of course, because there's so many. You kind of just hope that you like it when you purchase it. And of course, you can't return it once you've opened the cards, because then the cards are fully unwrapped and you've touched them, and people don't like to purchase tarot cards that other people have directly touched. And most people would know that's mainly because the cards will hold the energy of the person that touches them. And that can affect a reading. That's my understanding of it anyway. Oopsie days. Let's cover up this bit here. Quite an interesting figure. There's a lot of cards to get through. Pretty sure I'm not missing any. Interesting pictures. And something of note is that, again, we're going to cover up this bit. Something of note is that the cards are not numbered or labeled. So if you're not very experienced as a tarot reader, you're not necessarily going to know what each card is or what it means. And so I guess that's where this book is going to come in handy, because not everybody is experienced with, oh gosh, see, it's got the cards and the history and how to use them and things, so and such. Yeah, they really just are quite unique. Some of these look very similar, and like almost too similar. But when you get to know your cards, then you know how to read them. We'll speed these ones up because they are quite similar. Still very interesting. If you can read cards, you'll know why. Look at this one. Just absolutely gorgeous, the designs, and they're like true paintings, aren't they? This one's got some writing on it. Simple but beautiful. Look at that. A real dainty. Beautiful, beautiful. The colouring is quite unique. On to the next set here. Oh, look at this one. Beautiful. Love the design so much. So unique. I don't know if you can make out. It's got see if I can bring it closer. These parts here, they've got like stamps of. See that? Quite impressive. And we're coming to the end of it. I hope it's really picking up on the pictures because I quite appreciate them. Beautiful, beautiful. The final card. There we go. So yes. They're so large, I don't think you could shuffle them in a normal way. All of my cards, even the large ones I've had previously, you can just shuffle them, even if they're massive. But, oh gosh, they're just very large. Yes, I'll drop them if I try to shuffle them. So we will separate them. Or we'll just go like this. So, shall I do a little reading for the collective? Of course, if this does not resonate with you, or if you do not want to participate, just click out. That's fine. This is an intuitive read, and it is for only those who wish to receive it. And if you watch it, that doesn't mean that you must receive it. That just means that you're having a watch. So today's card is this one here. And if you're experienced, you'll know what it is. And for the audience, I will look it up in the book, and also for myself, because I'm not actually that experienced, especially with a brand new deck. It's probably going to take me 10 years to find it. I'm just not familiar with it. Maybe I won't be able to find it. Let's see. I've got to look at him. Let's look at him. I guess if you're interested, you'll stick around. Here he is. Oh, that should be obvious. Oh, pardon me. How dare I? So here he is. And here he is in the book. And I'll just read it directly to you. The magician, Il Bagatella. The first trump in the hierarchy, the magician is the first guide on the quest for wisdom. His clothing indicates that he is most likely a trickster or carnival king, another popular figure from the triumphs. In Italian, Il Bagatella means something of little importance. The magician represents the soul of appetite, the lowest rung on the ladder to self-actualization. He is perched on an elaborately decorated trunk before a stark table, on which are arranged a knife, a cup, 2 coins, and a large covered dish. His right hand rests on the covered dish, and in his left hand he holds a rod. Symbolically, the cup represents a benign motive, the knife a clear plan, the rod enthusiasm, and the coins all that is practical. And who knows what lies hidden in the trunk? Out of these elements, anything and everything is possible. Now, we did the reading upright, although we didn't shuffle them correctly, but we'll take it as upright. An auspicious card for beginning something new indicates imagination, originality, skill that can be used for good or ill. And I guess for my first read from this deck, that's quite suitable, isn't it? Quite like the result of that read. I feel like it's for myself. If it was reversed, which it was not, it would represent refusal to commit, seeking an easy way out, and weakness. So obviously in the upright position, that's not us, is it? So new beginnings. If you are in the collective as I am right now, this is an auspicious card for beginning something new. Indicates imagination, originality, skill that can be used for good or ill. So I guess choose your path for beginning something new. And yes, that is your read for today if you choose to accept it, if you can identify with it. Here is a beautiful, beautiful book. And of course the camera is reversed. And I'll just read the back. It says, the Visconti-Sforza tarot deck is one of the oldest. Oh yes, we already read that before. It's the same as on the box. So yes, the Magician. And after that beautiful description, you can see the items described. So the question is, if you are in this collective receiving this reading, what new beginning are you planning for, participating in, or creating? That's the end of the reading. Have a lovely day, besties. I'm going to eat my breakfast next. Bye, besties. Hope you enjoyed. I'll probably stitch this video onto the end because I really wanted to show you the cards being packed up, and I ended the video too soon, so we'll leave them in the upright. We'll just give them a bit of a mix around. Yeah, that wasn't really a good job at all. That's okay. That's okay. So we will wrap them in the beautiful silky satin cloth that came with the set to keep them nice and beautiful. And if they will squeeze into this gorgeous bag, I'll be very happy because it's just so velvety and delicious. Oh, she's tight. We're going to get her in there. Guess you want it to be tight so that the cards don't flail about inside. Yes, here we go. Lovely. We've only got two other decks, and one is very old and quite tattered, and the other is not too much younger than the other, but it's in better condition because it's made better. So I might show that next time. But here is the beautiful satin bag to keep it in. And I'm going to try to gently squeeze it back in. Is it possible? That's the question. Yes, I don't know about that. Not with the cloth on. So I think we must take the inserts out. It's okay. So we'll pop her in and pop the magnificent little book in. I'd like to look up the history of it further. It's such an interesting little pack. Oh yes, it's perfect. It's snug. It's not flailing about now. It's quite good. What do you think? Is that pretty? Yes, of course. And there we have it. Thanks for watching. Bye, besties.